Hello everybody, this is Sonya and I'm in Australia. Today it was a really nice day. Well, it's overcast but it's not cold, it's warm because yesterday it was extremely hot. It was hot, which was really not good. But anyway, they say they were going to get more cold, so I won't get too excited there. Now, this is my stitching session today, my stitches and craft session, and I was working my way through a book. Well, everybody's seen the book with the bits and pieces in that we've done. But today I want to go outside the book for a minute. Well, I can't help myself because I just wanted to show you how to do something different. Well, there's lots of different things in there, but I've been doing what I've been working on. I thought I should just give you a bit of a tutorial on what I'm doing. Okay, now we're going to make one of these, right? It's not finished yet because I've just got the bare bones of it here. House, right? And it opens and it becomes a needle bookminder thingy, okay? Now, I used a tissue box to do this part here. So, I should have showed you from the beginning, but you know what I'm like and I don't want to make another one, so that's why I'm showing you from here, right? But this is not, I'll show you this quickly, then I'm going to show you what we're going to actually do to put on there. That's the fun bit, okay? Well, I think it's the fun bit. So, I might measure this up and tell you what the measurements are for it. Now I did sort out things a bit, you know how that is with me. I sorted out, I do want a tape measure. I've got a ruler here, but it's very long. But if you get a piece of you could use any sort of box. You don't have to have it the same size as what I'm doing mine, and I've used a tissue box for this in the back of my old writing pad for the top bit. Okay, now so this here will measure, which is a bit missing off the edge of my ruler. Nobody panic about that. So we've got it. It should be a good idea if I show you. This was one of them round the corner rulers, you know. I can't think of words today, okay, I'm sorry. So, well, that's where the inch part starts. So in inches, it's come to about 9 inches, okay? And the first fold would be, you have to divide this into half then. So you got 9 inches, so you divide that into half, which is 4.5, okay? And then you can just fold your, and hang on, no, we'd better do this a bit easier. Give me a minute. Give me a second here. So how about if you made it 10, 9, actually there's 9 and a bit because I never really measured this, I just went with the size of the box. Because these pieces here were the sides, and they come up further, of course, and then there was a top on it, because that was what I used, like I said. So if you just get a box anyway, but you can make it to the size of, let's go with 9 inches, divide that into half is 4.5 inches, and each one of these that fold over here, so you'll have 4.5 in the middle here, and this part here will be one end, what's half of 4.5? 2.25. It'll be 2.25. So each side here, that's 2.25, 4.5, and 2.25. Okay, so that measures up to the 9 inches. Then this part here, I think I did that skew width a bit. Look, see, I'm going to have to recut that in a minute later on when we get back to this part, because when you do this bit, you sort of need to put the thing on the front. So we do that. I've covered mine in red felt. I was and then I did the roof. So the roof is, like I said, I used my writing pad and I cut that to be 3.5 inches, or a little tiny bit longer. And then of course it has to go across the length of that. And I can see, look here, where I haven't done that straight because, but you know what, I'll fix that as I go along. I'll have to. I know what the trouble was. This was a real old writing pad, and for some reason it wouldn't bend very good for me. It was really weird, this piece of so hopefully you will be able to bend yours better. But if you use a a cereal box or something and make yours too. And then of course I stuck that in underneath this piece of felt, so completely covered with felt, which I haven't done yet, and this will be also completely covered with felt. Okay, now for the fun part. I think the fun part, we're going to learn to make the flower that will go across the front of it, because there'll be a flower and there'll be windows and doors. So this is the flower that I did. This is 2 of them that I've started for this side. This will be on one side of the house. I've actually put a little outline there is what I've got to stitch in there to make sure that that goes on to the front panel of the house. Either side, I don't know which one yet. And there will be a tiny window here and a door. But I want to show you how to make these flowers, because aren't they gorgeous? I love them, because I've seen them let me see, on Pinterest. I think I seen them. Yes, I did. I seen them on Pinterest and I had to try it. Right, now you'll need some ribbon. Silk ribbon would be good. You can use whatever you have got. If you haven't got silk ribbon, you can use the satin one, as long as it is very lightweight. When I say that, you can buy a satin one that is really, really stiff. Most of all of them are stiff, but a really soft one. If you've got a soft one, Sonya hasn't got one there to show you, but I think I have previously, and I think you know what I'm talking about anyway. There might be some of you. Anyway, I don't want to fiddle around too much, because I want to be able to put this onto the 1/2 hour. Okay, on through the 1/2 hour. Right, now you'll need some tulle and some beads, and this is just a piece of fluffy wool, feathery sort of wool that I've got there. Now, of course, you'll need a beading needle, and you'll need a which is the really, really skinny ones, as I showed you before, tiny skinny ones that I've got in here. I have 2 sewing nests now, one out in the lounge room, one in here, but I've brought these in today to show you. So we've got these tiny little thin bead needles and father type, that's got a bit of a point on it. Now, the mistake I made with this is I've got a piece of what's the name? Demis. It's called Demis fabric. I'm sure that's what it is, and because it has this design all over it, and it is very tightly woven, and things like that are not easy to put your piece of work through, but you're not doing that much, and you shouldn't get too hurt. Oh, there's a sharp one. Oh, look, here's a good father one. You need a big hole in there, and you need a good solid point on the end of it there, so it'll, and I don't know what the name of these are. They could be called cruel ones, and they're really good. Found them the other day. I went out and bought myself new needles and things, and then I found a drawer full of them, but that's okay. You can't have too many, I don't think. So anyway, so we'll need that. We'll need some ribbon, and we're going to do in the green again. And now I've got a bag with some here that I used, that one. And the tulle, we'll go with the same colour tulle, which I put, where did I put that? It's just here somewhere. I've got it all here sorted to go. You know how that is though. Here we are. Wait a minute, wrapped up with everything else. Don't spill nothing, Sonya. Okay, right, now tulle, piece of felt too, of course, because there's leaves with felt, and I've got that rolled up here in a bundle. Hope I've got a bit of green. I suppose that's greenish, sort of brown. It's brown, nothing like greenish, Sonya. Yeah. Just depends where you are in the light, I suppose. Never mind, I will find that directly. We won't stress out just about that just now, okay? So, let's set this so it doesn't fall, because I have my beads in. Oh, it's on there. Okay, let's see. We get the beads. We've got the beads, we've got the ribbon. You can always do a... Now I'll stop fiddling in there. Let's get started, okay? So you'll need a piece of silk ribbon, and the scissors are here, right? We're going to make a... this is a daisy stitch. To make that... Oh dear, my stomach's growling. Isn't that terrible? I'm terribly sorry about that. Please excuse me. I really, really, really can't stop this video because then I'll never get anything done today. Okay, so I'm going to just... Well, first of all, I should have made my little outline, shouldn't I? To the same size as this one. And to do this, I'm just going to put a pin there. And a pin here. Well, pretty much you don't want to go outside of that, do you? And over here. There and there. Now, hopefully I won't get every stitch I do caught in this, because I should put stitching around it, but just to save a bit of time, I'm just going to do it like that. Now, when I put that on the front of the house, because we've got to have another piece of tail down there, I'm going to have room for a door and a window. So on this one here, I think I might put the little, the flower maybe in the centre here, so I can put a window above it maybe, and just take one down there. I'll just do one on here I think today. So we're going to come up at a point in our work. Now, because this is such a tightly woven thing, if you can find something that you want to do it on in a piece of fabric that is like this here linen, which is very open weave. This is only one way, one back the other way, so that's just very loosely woven sort of thing that you can put your needle in your thing for really good. This one here's got lots of different bits and pieces on it, but I need the blue. I wanted the blue, and when you want to do something the colour, you think you know you're happier when you can get the colour. Okay, now so I've just come up through the point there where I think I'm going to have the top of my flower. Okay, now I'm just going to turn it around this way so I can see what I'm doing, but I'm going to go down here, I'm going to come back and go next to it. Now I can't do this in one go, which you would normally do with ordinary, because this is too thick. I mean the fabric is too like I said, tightly woven, and I don't want to wreck the business. Okay, now you've got to be very careful when you're pulling that through that you don't take it too tight, because that won't look good either. You know, you want to make sure that it's not too tight. And I don't think I've done too bad. Now in some cases you can have your petal a lot longer, but this one we're going to put up there. Okay, now I've showed you how to do this before, I do think, so I don't know, but I'm going to be showing you this. Now this is going to be like a half a flower, okay, because it's got this side hanging down, so you're only going to see half it. So we're going to go over here. Now I'm going to come over there, and I'm going to go the other that far, and when I come back up I'm going to come up closer to there, closer to the last petal, because this one this when you go through the back, make sure you don't stick your needle into the back of your ribbon, because it'll pull it and it'll wreck everything you've just done. Alright, so now we're going to come up here a bit, over a little tiny bit, not too far. We have to put this around the edge outside of it. Now this is not hard, so really I think people, you know, you want to have a go, because it is not hard. It's not really tricky. I mean, that's, I guess it's all right for me to say, because I haven't been doing it for a long time, but you know, I'm trying to show you something. It's not that difficult, you know, you'll be right. Okay, so we'll put another one over this side. Now I want to do 5. I'm going to take it, I'm going to bring it this way a tiny bit, not too far. So I'm going to go back in there, check the back. See, I've gone through that piece of ribbon there. That's not going to end very nicely for me at all, and I will not be happy. I'll put it through there, put it down through the bottom here at the base. I'll come over a tiny bit. I don't want it too spread out, but I do want them, don't want them on top of one another either, so I'm going to loop that through there. I know this is curling up really seriously on me, but it'll sit down nicely once I've done it. Okay, now the next two are going to be, the next two petals are going to come out to the side here a bit further, you know, like up here. So I've got one up there and one down here. Okay, not quite as long, right? Not quite as long. Bring him up. That's not going to work, is it? It's too. Will work if you've got something that's not too thick. Okay. Now, up there. Okay, so there's it must be air in the taps because that's my moisture. We just turn the tap on. Sorry about that. Sometimes there's a air blockage and it makes that terrible noise. Okay. Now we're going to go up the side here, and that one didn't really go that much shorter, but you know what? It looks fine today. I got done here. What have I done? That's all right. I nearly had it caught on there. Now take it through to the back. Okay, so now you've got that part there where your leaves are. Righto. Now I'm just going to cut that off. Excuse me for all this clearing my throat, but I have to do that, don't I? I think I put these needles in this foam thing because I had lots of them. Right, now we just have an ordinary piece of thread, I mean needle and thread, to put across here as I'm going with the same colour as my tulle. You can do whatever colours you like. You don't have to do the colours that I'm doing, but you know what? They're the colours that make it look like it does. And of course there's lots of other really nice combinations that I will be having to go because I won't be able to help myself. Now I've just threaded that and put a knot in the end. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to come up here at the end of the last one of these petals, right? Now I know they're green, but you know, it doesn't matter what colour you do them. Now you need a piece of tulle, and you only want a really piece about a half an inch, I think, about a half inch. This is to get the effect that we're looking for, and it is probably about 20 centimetres or 6 inches long. Okay, so that's the piece of tulle. Now you want to get your, put your bring your cotton up through here. Okay, now we're going to get it pretty close to this side as we can. We're just going to go through and we're going to gather it up. Well, maybe we're sort of close to this middle. Let's do it close. Wait a minute. Yes, in the centre, Sonia. I don't know what you're thinking about. In the centre, we're going to go up and down and like backwards and forwards like this and make little stitches or big stitches. It does not matter. And you're going to do that along here, like so. And when you come out the other end, you're going to get your needle and you're going to push it down on the other side of that other petal, right? And then just pull that through like that. Okay, and you will have this bit here. Now to make it look like this, like it's flattened down a bit, we have to come back up the other side, pull it reasonably tight, and then all I did was, now this is how I did it from what I've seen. I haven't actually watched anybody do this, so I'm not saying this is how this is supposed to be done, but this is what I did because this is what worked for me. Now I'm pushing this back, okay, and I'm going to hold it down and I'm going to come up in there in the middle of it, and I'm going to go back down in there, and I'm going to keep doing that until I get it to sit like I want it to. Okay, Now, whether the person that made this did it like this, I don't know. I think whoever the person is that was done that did these, it's on, what's the picture on? Can't remember now. I know the picture's on Pinterest, but I meant what article. I don't know what that was. And, you know, I don't know how they did theirs. It was in a different language. There was no tutorials or anything for it, so. But, like, I just looked at it and thought, well, I'm going to do that, please. So there, that's going to sit up there out like we want it to, except I'm going to give it a little bit of a do, because I don't want it to be too high. But I do want it to come out to the sides a bit, and that's a good thing too about stitching. You can go and take the things to where you want them to be, can't you? You can sit it out that way a bit and stitch that down there. Keep him over that way. Ouch. That was my finger under there. Now this one too, you can go over there. What is this? Is this a bit of cotton? No, that's right. Is it? No, don't panic, Sonya. Okay. Try not to. So that's how I did that bit there. Right. Now, I'm going to take this off. I'll even go through that piece of green there, so I can sort of end it off too. That was the green left over from the ribbon, because I didn't end that off yet. It is better to go in and just put a piece of cotton through it and end it off like I am. That doesn't matter, because as long as it's secure, you know, you need to have it on there properly. Now we're going to have another bit of ribbon. This time we're going to have a different colour green, or you can put whatever colour you like. And but I won't do that because I'm putting this on my piece of work. So I've done greens and sort of bluey and white ones on that one. So I've got them down here on this thing that I've got. I'll just move that over. Now I'm using a picture frame as my bead carry-all thing, because I covered it and then I took the glass out, of course, and then I put some felt on, and that's just the thing to pick up your beads with. You know, lay your beads there so you can pick them up to do beading, because when I show you my next thing, you will see why I needed. Well, I've been working with a lot of different things, like medium things, like, you know, using material beads. I'm supposed to be doing the green first, aren't I? I've lost the plot now. I'm kind of so excited about putting the beads on. Let's get this father needle back and get ourselves some different green for the underneath bit. Did I use different green on this other one? I did. Where did it? Here we go. Here's some of this one. So this comes on cards like this too, or you can buy it on the internet by the metre, or if shops sell it by the metre, then that's a good thing too. If I thread up along one of these, I'll be able to leave it on the needle and use it for the next thing. So you put your piece of ribbon through there and you go back through the end of it, so you pull it up like that so it doesn't come unthreaded while you're doing this, and also makes your piece of, you can use it right down to your last piece. So this is sort of just like a little French knot thing that I did with one twist, just to make little knots. All I did was go around it once like that and down back in the hole, because I don't know why, but I just didn't need to make it too high. Okay, I just wanted one little knotty bit. Probably like a French knot anyway. You only got to go around it once, don't you, and push it back down, or two. Sometimes people twist them more than once or more than twice. Oh, geez, I hope I'm showing you what I'm doing here. So I'm going to put these along here like so. You can do it too if you want to, but I don't. And if you go close to that bit of tulle, it sort of sits there nicely for you, pushes it down a bit. Hope I haven't caught anything behind the back of it. Better keep an eye on that. Okay, so that goes down into there, and that will be enough of those. Okay, waving this round here something frightful, aren't I? Rightio. Now I need some, I'll just take that through there. Yes, it worked. All good. Excuse me. Might have to have a mouthful of water, sorry. Put it in my glass first. I can't drink out of the bottles, I don't like that. That's better, thank you. Right, now we have a needle ready to go with the beads. So we're going to put beads up above here. And we'll find the right place to come through. So I've just got some mixture of everything on this thing. Now, if anybody wants to make this and they don't have any beads, I have heaps of beads. I only put one on a time, so I know what you're doing. I only put one on a time. I've heaps of beads. So, because there's a couple more projects I've been doing and using a lot of beads, and that I've showed you, I was just thinking, if anybody wants some little bead soup, which means like a mixture of colours and things, there won't be any of these bigger pieces in there. Could be some sequences. I will send them to you if you pay the postage. I know that's not very nice, but then you will get a good, I'll get a bit good amount of them to you. So, because I do have a lot, and I have them out there in bags to give away anyway. So if anybody really needs them and can't buy them, because I know you get a tiny amount. You can buy them online and they're not too dear, so it's up to you what you want to do. But if anybody wants any, just let me know. I have a giveaway that I'm supposed to be drawing, and I haven't done that yet. It was a surprise one, and I'm sorry about this, but I have had a... Oh dear, I do have ups and downs with my health, and I do have a bit of struggles with my health a bit, so I'm sorry if I'm ratting on too much about that, but I can't always... I want to do things. My body and does not want to cooperate with me at all, so but I'll definitely get that done, that giveaway, and it was a secret one, so if you didn't watch the video that it's on, but I will do that as soon as I can get my mind onto it. Okay, right, now I'm looking at this myself. I know that I can see it better than you can, or more of it than you can, and I'm not really that excited about this bit here yet. I might need to set it out, get it to fray out a bit better for me. Oh, I don't know, it's not too bad, I suppose. We'll see what it looks like next to the other one, okay? And I'm hoping that if this cuts out, you'll forgive me, because I like to say thank you very much, and I want to say thank you very much to everybody that subscribes to my channel and all the lovely things that you say about my work. I really appreciate that. I really do. It's very kind of everybody to say all them lovely things about me. Makes me feel so good. It makes me feel like I'm needed and wanted out there. You know what I mean? Okay, if I can show people how to do things though, and I reckon it's really good to teach people stuff. Really is. Now this is supposed to have a couple of little antennae thing, not antennas, but little bits that come up there, and I haven't actually put them on the other one yet because I don't. I'm thinking about what colour and all that sort of thing. Sometimes things take a little while to get through to you yourself. Okay, so this one is a lot bigger, but it's in a bigger area, so it can take up a bit more space. So now I'm going to put on a piece of thing for the stem, because I made a bit of a stem on there, didn't I? And that is really easy. You can either do a stem stitch on this, or you can put a piece of this, any of these frilly bits, if you've got any frilly bits of your own, on there. Actually, I'll make a parcel of everything you'll need to make the flower, if you just want to have a go. Fabric included, but I don't know what colour it'd be. Can't say, because it's it's nice for people to have a go at things, and a lot of you ladies haven't got any haven't got a lot of things like just send me a message. If I get my email address up there, maybe you could email me. Oh, that's a good idea. I will put my